Hello and welcome, boys and girls, and grown ups as well. The maple leaf. Even if you never visited Canada, I am sure you know the flag. The same way you know the flag of the United States or the flag of the United Kingdom. These particular flags are very well known everywhere in the world. They have their names as well: the Star Spangled Banner, the Union Jack, and the maple leaf. When you look at the Canadian flag today, it didn't always look like this. Most of the flags of British territories and former colonies are derived from the so-called British naval ensigns, either blue ensign or red ensign. The Canadian flag was originally derived from the red ensign. When Canada came to be on July 1st, 1867, there was no Canadian flag to be used in those days, and therefore the Union flag was used. 3 years later, in 1870, British red ensign with a Canadian shield began to be used unofficially on land and sea. As new provinces joined the Dominion of Canada, their coats of arms were added to the shield on the flag. Therefore, the Canadian red ensign flag had been updated quite often during its history. All these flags, used throughout the history of Canada, were not official flags. They were used as symbols of Canada, different from the Union flag. During both World Wars, the then current versions of the Canadian red ensign flags were officially recognized by the Allies and other countries. Since 1867, over the entire history of Canada, discussions and debates for an official Canadian flag were organized, committees were formed and later dissolved, new committees were formed and then dissolved with no outcome. This situation changed in 1964 with the Great Flag Debate organized by the Prime Minister Lester Pearson. In May 1964, the government introduced a design to the Parliament. The Prime Minister liked this design. The general public didn't. Another committee was formed in September 1964 to discuss the flag issue. Endless discussions were finally ended by presenting the design by George Stanley. This design was inspired by the flag of the Royal Military College of Canada. Well, when you look at the flag, it looks good, but it needs a bit of design update, don't you think? Now it looks perfect. Meow. This flag is completely different from all other flags of the world and is purely unmistakable. Meow. This flag is the first official flag of Canada. It was approved by the Canadian Parliament in December 1964, and it was officially proclaimed by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada, on January 28, 1965. A few days later, the flag was inaugurated on February 15 at an official ceremony held on the Parliament Hill in Ottawa. At noon, the Canadian red ensign flag was lowered and the maple leaf flag was raised. Since then, February 15th is celebrated every year as the National Flag of Canada Day. Have you ever visited Canada? Have you moved to Canada to live there? Are you Canadians? Let me know in the comments. I will be very happy to hear from you, boys and girls, and grown-ups as well. Watch my videos, write me in the comments, and see you very soon in my next video. Cheerio!